Yeah, we're so quickly on autopilot then, right? And that's what I found with you is they're not taking the time to experience the food. They're just fucking on autopilot. It's like, let me go to the grocery store, get my stuff, come home, cook my food so I can do this, as opposed to when you're working and putting in effort into your food, then it's a little more meaningful. It's shared. Think of that with anything in life. Whenever you put effort into something and then the result comes, like, you enjoy that result. Anything. As opposed to whenever things are just autopiloted and you're not paying attention to them, you do the result of ABC, but you didn't even notice the result. You just kept moving on through it. So that's always my goal, is kind of remove people from autopilot as much as possible. Because autopilot numbs us. And it was funny, I got into like a lot of like Tim Ferriss type stuff, and I was hacking everything, efficient, and I quote-unquote hacked so much of my life that I felt like I was skipping life. Like I was just like hacking everything to be this super efficient person, to get my website done, to get this thing done, to get to the next thing, and I was never. So I've like in the past 2 years really reversed that and said all that stuff is useful, but if you're not taking the time to enjoy what the result is of your hackings or your efficient work, then it's just more efficiency on a stack on top of efficiency. And that's a dangerous loop to get into that I think a lot of people I've seen become autopiloted with their efficient work ethic and numb to the true treasures of what food is.
Well, that kind of seems to apply to like fitness in general too, because it seems like when people start working out, most of the time they go to like a cheaper gym, like a Planet Fitness or Anytime, where it's like there's not like a lot of expense. It's like $10 a month, so there's not much investment in it, and it's just all these machines, and it's just kind of fixed movements, and people kind of get like robotic in that situation when they'll just go to the gym, hop from machine to machine, do the movements, zone out, and then just go back home and kind of repeat that pattern.
Right. There's no thinking process to their training, and movement is thinking. Like that's our connection. That's why we move is to come up with solutions to solve. And so to think that, once again, it's kind of like the bad science idea of like, let me control one variable. Let me move, and then X comes out bigger muscles, or let me move and X comes out less body fat. And even I see people that get really good results in terms of building muscle mass, but they don't seem very like satisfied people. They hang on to their result of, no, see, it's working, my deadlift's getting better. Okay, sweet. So you're stronger in your deadlift, but are you experiencing life anymore before you started this fitness thing? Or are you just getting better at deadlifting? And then you justify that answer. And that's what so many people is, even if they are getting the results when they go to the Planet Fitness, they just continue to justify this one variable result as an avenue of living life. And lots of times I get in return from people, they get real defensive, like, Justin, well, what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with that is that it can be so much better. I'm not here to, like, bash someone whenever they go to the gym and they lose some weight by using the treadmill. What I'm here to say is that if we continue to shift your paradigm and shift the way we apply all of those things, you will lose that weight without being a rat on a wheel. You'll experience life. Like, whenever you taste food, it tastes better. Whenever you orgasm, the orgasm is better. Like, that's experiencing life. When you laugh with friends and connect with human beings, you connect on a deeper level. Every day, day in and day out, those emotions and those flavors and those orgasms and those just things that we take for granted, that's the type of stuff I'm looking to improve in people, not the single variable of like, my training program works because my deadlift is higher.